Welcome to this video called Vision, Values and Culture. So what we are going to cover today is what is culture, first of all, and why it matters. And I'll give you an example of the culture in our company, the values and like the decision making that got us to creating these values and how you can follow that as well to make sure that once a team grows, right, everyone keeps showing up in a way that is aligned with you and with your vision and with the company. So, you have a workspace and an environment that's inspiring, that, people love working and where people love working. And once you do that, then everything else becomes significantly easier because people are excited to show up, they encourage each other, everyone has the same philosophy on how they do things, and your organization becomes more efficient, more effective, faster, and that's a huge competitive advantage, and it's very important. So let's talk about what is culture. Culture is not what you announce, culture is what you enforce. We did talk about this a little bit in one of the previous videos where we were talking about how to build an A-player team, but I want to really quickly go through this, and then I'll share with you our own vision and how we got there, and I think you'll find it super helpful. So I know what you are thinking. You say, I have a small team, right? Because most of you have like under 10 team members, maybe 2 or 3 people. Do I really need to think about culture? And the answer is yes, especially now. Because culture is not a poster on the wall. Culture is the behavior that you reward, the behavior that you tolerate, and the behavior that you punish. And you are setting those standards right now, whether you realize it or not. The worst behavior you accept becomes your standard. If you tolerate missed deadlines, that becomes normal. If you tolerate sloppy work, that becomes the bar. If you reward performance but ignore how someone treats the team, you teach everyone that results matter more than people. So all of these things matter a lot because that's what reinforcing the culture in your company from the very beginning. The culture stack. Most founders build culture top-down, mission first, then values, then hope that people live them. It never works. You need to build it from the bottom up. Number 1, observable behaviors. Build this first. What do people actually do daily? How do they communicate, make decisions, treat each other? This is your real culture, regardless of what you say your values are. Number 2, you need to look at the rituals and systems, the structures that reinforce behavior. Weekly recognition, feedback loops, meeting cadence. Without this, culture is random. Number 3, declared values, 3 to 5 max, the non-negotiable principles. If you would not fire for your best performing for violating one, that is not a real value, it is marketing. And number 4, mission and vision. Why does this company exist beyond just making money? Your vision must be so big that other people's personal visions fit inside it. Now, again, if your goal is to make 100K a month, you don't have to have a vision that completely changes the world, right? But it needs to be something that is a bit bigger. In any niche that you have, you can do this. And I'll give you today examples so you can actually think big. But some people get overwhelmed by this thinking that they need to have this big vision, which is not true. Your vision can be that you want to help 1,000 YouTubers hit their first 1,000 subscribers, right? And it might take you a couple years to do that. But we're not doing this just to sell coaching or community and make money. But you're actually want to help 1,000 small creators to hit that first milestone that most of them struggle, and that's going to have a big impact on their lives. For example, it can be something small and measurable like this, relatively small, or something huge, and we will discuss that as well. Now, the exercise is that you need to write down the 3 most common behaviors in your company right now, good or bad, and most of them start with you, by the way. Are you late to the meetings or no? Are you getting to people fast, right, to your team? If yes, then that's what they learned that they should do as well. So what kind of an example are you setting? Then you need to ask, do my stated values match what actually happens? The gap between what you say and what people do, that is your actual culture work. Because most people think that once they do this exercise, it's automatically going to work, and the answer is no. You need to actually tie it to actions and reinforce it for it to be real, right? For this to work. Now, this said, let's go over some examples. And I will leave with you this document below that is called the Vision Document Template. So you can open it and make a copy. And you can put this into AI, talk to it, tell it about your company, and fill this out, and it will help you to understand your vision. For example, why does your business exist beyond just making money? We exist to help who you serve, solve problems so they can outcome without they, right? And then an example as well. What do we do? Who do we serve? What problem do we solve? How do we solve it? One core belief, etc. So if you just go through this, put into AI, fill it out, it's going to take you like 10 minutes. You'll already have your first version. So this template will be down below. Go and use it. And now I'll quickly show you an example of our vision and then an example of our values and culture as well at the moment of recording this, okay? So let's say here, right? So these examples, let me actually show the real vision first. All right, here you go, and we did cover this in one of the previous videos, right? So our mission is to help 100,000 creative entrepreneurs make purposeful profit and turn their potential into greatness, right? If you want to learn more about this, like in depth, you can go to the welcome module and watch the video called The Vision, right? There I talk about the vision, the mission, and you can see like what is the mission and vision for us, because it took me a long time and iterations to have this, something that I truly believe in. And your first version isn't gonna be perfect, mine wasn't. It took me many months to iterate it and to, you know, to actually learn what I want to do. And now this is what we are trying to build. And then again, the problem, our mission, we filled it all out. And I go through this exactly in the vision video. So I'm gonna leave this down below for you, and you will, like, this will give you a lot of clarity, right? Our mission, achieve greatness, exists to help 100,000 achievers build businesses that generate purposeful profit, where every dollar creates real value for humanity. And again, if you watch the video in the welcome module, I back up all of the lines, why I came, like, I'm not just saying words, why I believe what I believe. Because if you can't track down why, like, too deeper, why you believe what you believe, then it's not your belief and it's not real, right? So it needs to be based on first principles. So down below, I'll also leave the video called The Vision, right? So you can go and check it out as well, now from a new lens of why do we have it, okay? I'll even edit right now for you watching. So I'll put our vision and mission example, right? So you can go and check that video once again, and then the template, which exactly what I followed, that you can follow too, okay? So that's gonna help you a lot. Now let's talk about the values and our values, and I'll leave an example for this as well, so you can model it if you want to. This is our values. This is something that we have developed called CARE framework, which again, you don't have to copy. Please don't copy. It needs to be your own thinking to arrive here, but you can definitely take inspiration from this if you want. I'm also gonna leave this down below, and I'll say our CARE values, right? Example. And we call it CARE because like it's a framework, but you don't have to create a framework. Yours can be just like values 1 to 3, which I will show you examples of. So all of this again will be down below. Go and check it out. So let's look at an example of the CARE values. So helping high achieving entrepreneurs turn their potential into greatness. CARE. C stands for character and care, right? So you need to be high agency, you need to take full accountability and ownership for everything that happens to you. No one is going to save you or do the work for you. You are going to make it work, act accordingly, set an example for everyone else, right? So you need to, it's always about us, our character, if we're setting an example, if we care, if we show up to give first and know that no one is going to come to save us, and we need to be the person that will make it work. That proactive, high agency mindset is the most important. The next value that we have is acceleration, speed with strategy. You need to move in minutes and think in decades. Be impatient with actions and patient with results. Test quickly, fail quickly, take massive imperfect action, and speed without sacrificing quality and consistency is the secret to everything. So we want to move very fast in the micro, and we want to think very long term, right? So a combination of this is what generates results. The third one is R, results, client success and experience. You need to deliver outcomes so good that they speak louder than marketing. The person and the company who gives the most and delivers the most value wins, right? So this comes down to being a creative entrepreneur, giving more, because the more you give, the more results you help people to generate, the more you are gonna get. So that's the best way to do it. And E stands for excellence, mastery and greatness. Improve daily, keep learning, never stop, become the best and the only, achieve greatness, right? The only means that, you know, you might not be the best marketer in the world, right? If you help people with marketing, it's very hard to measure, but you can be the only marketer in this niche with your own philosophy that gets these types of results. So that's what I mean by being the best. and becoming a category of your own over time, which does happen by you realizing your own mission, your own values, caring, showing up, doing things fast, focusing on results, building a great team. You will build your own brand that will be one in its own kind, right? And that's what we want. So this is our values, right? The 4 values that we have in our company, that someone is to have a high agency character and take full responsibility and care and set an example. They need to act very fast in the micro and think long term, so not rush, but execute super fast with imperfect action, test, iterate quickly, and get better. They need to be focused on the results. If we just act fast and we care, but there is no result, we don't win. It doesn't matter. We need to win. We need to generate outcomes. We need to help the clients. We need to give more than anyone else. And excellence, we need to keep learning every single day, keep refining how we are better than others, lean into our competitive advantages, and don't stop. And if we do that, then we realize our full potential and we achieve greatness. So this is our own framework. I'll give an example of other values that you can take inspiration from that you can look at. For example, number 1, client obsession, right? What's best for the client, it's what's best for everyone. Now, again, if you just copy this, but you don't live it, it's not gonna work. So you need to pick the ones that you really resonate with. Number 2, make an impact, give. Number 3, laser focused, eliminate distraction and keep the main thing. High standards, great isn't enough, be the best. Long-term thinking, make short-term sacrifices for long-term success. Move fast, speed is king. Massive action, act relentlessly, massive and perfect action over perfect inaction. Full transparency, be brutally honest, even if it hurts, it helps. Think like a scientist, reason from first principles, use data, experiment and improve. Common sense, question everything in pursuit of the truth and ask why. Use your brain. We are all in, commit fully, work hard and smart, and get things done, right? Some of this I took inspiration from Sam Ovens, some of that from Hormozi, some of that from like big multi-billion, in some cases multi-trillion dollar companies. And I distilled it down to these 4 that I personally like embody and care about. So, and of course, I'm not perfect. We're always trying to make it better and improve. But these are the 4 core values for our company and how we decide to show up. So that's just an example as well. Now, what can you do to kind of ideate, right? Is again, I'll leave down below our vision video, so you watch it again, so you see what our vision is, so you can already start ideating of what you want to do. Again, it's okay for your vision to be to make money, but you just need to have something else that you care about, even a little bit, right? Like it doesn't have to be, oh, like I need to find this mission, or otherwise it's all purposeless and I need to stop, right? Don't overthink it. Don't feel bad about it. Like, oh, we all start by making sure, okay, let's scale the business, right? My mission is to get clients, help people. For as long as people get results, that's great. Awesome. That will work too. But having a direction works and helps. And over time, you'll be able to iterate on it and make it better. So don't set the expectation on you that now you'll have that big vision and like whatever, right? Think what you actually want and do that. Maybe your like mission is to only work 4 hours a day and make like X amount of money while you help these many clients get these many results. And that's what you do. And that's the example that you want to set. That works. Or maybe it is something very big and you genuinely care about it. Amazing. So it's different for different kinds of people. You just need to pick the one that is true to you and not judge yourself whether it's good or not. Okay? All right, so I'll leave with you our core, like care values, so you can take inspiration. I showed you some more examples here, and the vision document template that you can follow. That I followed in my vision video, and it's the first one, vision document template. Click it, download it, or copy it, put it into AI. Give it your thoughts, what you do, why do you do what you do, what's the purpose of your business beyond making money, and if you do this, then it will help you. And again, focusing on this helps because then once you do achieve your mission, you usually do make a lot of money, right? For example, Microsoft's vision was to put a computer on every single desk in the world, like for every single human. Like they worked towards it, and they obviously made trillions of dollars, right, or more. So all this to say is that the mission doesn't mean that it's against money. It helps you make more money, but it's also something that you care beyond it, and that's where real growth happens, because you make not just profit, but purposeful profit. You make money while you make the world significantly better place in your own way and at the scale that you want. All right, that said, let's have a look at quick examples of other companies and how we can take inspiration. If like this isn't enough, the videos that I shared are things, maybe you want to get some more examples too, because you need some input. You need to look and take inspiration from other people, like observe and remember what cultures do you have in your company to be able to use this. So the more examples you see, the better. So let me show you some examples from other big companies, so you can use that as an inspiration as well. All right, so here are some examples that you can go and use AI to give you. For example, Google, the mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So think about this. Like they can say, oh, like we are just basically a search bar and people search and find things, right? But how much better it sounds when you say the mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So everyone from all over the world can get access to the information. So you democratize information and education, how like purposeful it is, right? This is how it, like why language matters so much. Because would you rather work hard for like a search bar company or for a company that wants to make education and information universally accessible? Second one, right? Although it's the same thing, but this one is so much more aspirational and it unites the team even more. So the vision is to provide access to the world's information in one click. Values principles are focus on the user, fast is better than slow, democracy on the web works, great just isn't good enough, observation, mission equals clear problem and solution. Amazon, for example, to be Earth's most customer-centric company. Vision, to build a place where people can come to find and discover anything they might want to buy online. And they pretty much accomplished it, right? Principles and values are customer obsession, ownership, invent and simplify, think big, bias for action, deliver results, earn trust. Tesla, mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. This was the previous one. I think now they changed it towards the new AI and robots and all of that. But yeah, the vision to create the most compelling car company for the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles. And that's what they've done, right? They were leaders in electric vehicles. Values, move fast, solve real problems, first principle thinking, extreme engineering excellence. Nike, mission to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. If you have a body, you are an athlete. To remain the most authentic, connected, and distinctive brand. Values, innovation, inspiration, authenticity, diversity, etc. Apple, mission to bring the best user experience to customers through innovate hardware, software, and service. Vision to make the best products on earth and leave the world better than we found it, right? Here are the values. Meta, give people the power to build community and bring the world close together. Vision, build the future of human connection and the next generation of the internet. Netflix, to entertain the world, right? Become the best global entertainment distribution service, and these are the values. So as you can see, it's pretty simple, like there's not a very complicated language, but these companies keep in mind that they are multi-billion, multi-decabillion, multi-hundred million, multi-trillion-dollar companies in some cases. So they can have a big vision like this. And if you're right now starting, like don't make it too far, right? So something that like you will accomplish in 250 years because they have the resources to go after this. But it needs to be, again, this is like the biggest vision examples. Like SpaceX, for example, has it like make human consciousness spread through the solar system, not only in our planet, for example, right? Like it's so far and it's so big vision. And for you, your vision might be, again, helping 100 people quit their job and become full-time copywriters so they can have freedom to spend their time with their family and work remotely. That can be what you want to do in the next years. And once you accomplish it, you can change. It's okay, right? So again, different people are different. So you can use a very big one and far one, a short-term one, it doesn't matter. And you can use other examples from other companies as inspiration. Not to just copy it because they do it, because if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not gonna work, but to model it, to see examples so you can get the inspiration to do it yourself. So go talk to AI and say, give me more examples, tell it your favorite brands and companies. It will tell you about the vision and mission statements from these companies. And then you can tell, like you can ramble for a couple of minutes to AI about you, your values, what you want to build approximately, and ask it to give you specific vision and examples and values, and it will send it to you, and you can pick the ones that resonate with you, and then you can go and test it. Make sure it's simple, it's clear, you don't overwhelm with it, and do know that with time it can change, which is fine. So that's how you build, again, vision, values, and culture. It's super important because it makes your organization more fun, more exciting, more purposeful. You get more excited to focus on that big thing that you are making progress towards, and like it motivates you to work hard. It motivates your team work hard, and if you, as a leader, set the example, reinforce the standards, it's gonna work pretty well. So the key is to do both, which is to have this top to bottom approach, right? Which is like think big, go through the vision document, look at examples, look at our values, watch the video of me explaining our vision to get inspiration. And the second thing, which is super important too, that we covered, is to make sure that it also translates into reality. So from the bottom up, you are actually doing it. Like you are not have this mission and vision, but then what happens day to day is completely different. It needs to be both, right? You have this vision and mission, but you also observe what behaviors your company does, right? And you turn some of those into values because you're already doing them, or you just make sure that people change what they do because they need to speak together. If you don't have vision and mission, then it's chaos. If you have it, but like no one is doing it, it doesn't matter as well. So you need to always clarify this and always reinforce this and set an example as a leader. And if you do, then again, you will be ahead of your competitors because most people don't do this. Because most people simply said don't care. But if you are watching this video till this point, then you are someone that does care about this, which is exciting. So just make sure that you don't put too much pressure on yourself, because it took me years to figure out what I want to do. Like I changed my mission vision many times, every several months, every year, because things change and your vision changes. It's okay, but like make the best one and the most clear version of it that you can right now. And then over time, it is okay if you tweak it. So don't put that pressure on you. So the next steps are go and check the vision document template. As I said, copy it, go to AI, use it to help you to fill it out. Make sure that it truly resonates with you and it's authentic. Go with it, and then over time, you will inevitably learn and change and whatever, it's fine. But already working on this is going to help you to get ahead, because again, it will give you that North Star for you and for your company. And you will be able to attract better talent. You'll be more excited to show up and work, and you'll also have a bigger impact on the world, which is a great thing. And you also will make more money as a byproduct, which is literally win-win for everyone. Go do this. The links will be down below, and I hope this video helped you. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.